Welcome in once again to the Yugioh Fresh Off the Press community, where we analyze the current polls, trends, and forecasts of the Yu-Gi-Oh markets. We're here to feed the endless eternal Yu-Gi-Oh cardboard market watch addiction, guys. You guys already know. Welcome, and the channel continues to grow. Back on track towards 3K. Man, that's just around the corner. Don't forget, so many goodies, so many giveaways. Guys, 3K giveaway around the corner. My members already know. One of them is winning one of these ultimate rare in a bundled package. Man, my members are the MVPs. Shout out to all of them. You guys are the best, man. I really appreciate it. They have access to all these great members' videos. All you have to do is just click join. That's it. One click gets you in. And for the rest of the community, triple Ghost Reaper and Winter Cherries, one for each winner. I believe in the power of 3. Stay tuned for that ultimate rare giveaway. Now for the weekly giveaway, man, Jay, you have a weekly giveaway as well. Look, one for the members. I hadn't said this, but my members, I'm going to be giving away one for the members, and then the members can also participate in the general giveaway. You know, this was for the rest of the community, so these two are being given away this week. All you have to do, the Discord. Jay, but I don't have Discord. Well, we're going to be cycling through X, Discord, YouTube, all the socials. We're going to be doing giveaways, you know, throughout the month. So shout out to Sage. Man, Sage is the MVP, man. Shout out to Sage. That is my guy, always holding it down in the Discord as we grow our way until 200 people, man, in the Discord. The goal is 1,000. That's my goal. So we're almost 1/5 of the way. And you guys, man, the environment we're building in here, man, is priceless, honestly. By the way, your boy got a Pokemon channel, you know, just hit almost 500 views in his latest video, so make sure you check that out if you into Pokemon. I'm just a casual Pokemon collector. My main thing is Yu-Gi-Oh, but, you know, we talk about the markets, trying to implement the fresh off the press formula over there, and it's just popping off. So, you know, if you want to check your boy out, you could do so by coming over here through the Discord as well. Man, I need to add my Pokemon channel over here just in case. Man, I need to promote myself. But guys, Jay, that's all good and well. But talk about the giveaway here. This is all you have to do. We already have 13 entries, but there's hundreds of us in this Discord. You guys are slack. Look at this. Look at this, Ray. Man, you don't want to. Jay, don't smell that box. That's not going to be yours in a couple of days. Guys, that's all you have to do. Come in here. Sage did an amazing job. Look at the instruction. All you have to do is just click the emoji to be entered. That's it. That's it. The Discord, the bot is going to pick one winner, and we'll make sure to mail this out to a continental US address. One for the members, one for the community. And if you have any questions in the Discord, man, reach out to Sage. Sage is the MVP, honestly, guys. So yeah, Discord is popping off. Once you come in over here, don't forget to assume the rule reader role right there. I see a lot of you guys trying to join in, and then it kicks you out and things of that nature. Come in here, acknowledge the rules. Then you'll become a rule reader. Boom, that's it. It won't automatically kick you out. Join in, man. We have a very nice environment, always popping off, man. It's amazing. Jay, but I don't have Discord. It's easy. One click gets you in, you download it, and you form part of the beautiful Fresh Off the Press community Discord. Jay, that's all good and well, but talk to us about the post-YCS Richmond markets, guys. A lot of things going on right now. Shout out to these winners. You know, first, second, and then the top 4 places right there. Unchained took over the meta. I know there was one of you guys, I put in like, what deck will win the YCS? You were like, Unchained, man, it's too easy. That's funny to me. But honestly, that's how it was. The final was Unchained versus Unchained. Honestly, I wasn't expecting Unchained to dominate this much as we're going to go through these decks right now, just popping off, just making moves. A lot of cards to discuss in today's market watch. Look. Wrap up. It's gonna be a lengthy one, as most of you guys like on the channel. Unchained second place as well, man. Finals, Unchained in the finals, that's crazy. And then we have Infernoble Knights. That was the talk of the town. I need to look this up here while I talk with you guys real quick. It was the talk of the town this weekend. Infernoble Knights top 4ing. That's actually just amazing. Taking over the scene. No one saw this coming. You know, people thought Infernoble Knights had a lot of potential when they got the new support. It really didn't pan out. And it's nice to see that it finally has, you know, come into the fray, into the meta right here with a top 4 performance. 3rd place right there. Yeah, to round it off, it was purely man, purely making it to top 4 YCS Richmond. That's strong. Because, you know, no Rescue Ace, no Sinful Sport, man. Most people thought Rescue Ace was going to continue to dominate the meta, but people were ready with the side deck, and you can clearly see the results. That's why I said, yes, we had YCS Indy, and we had YCS Bolivia. but Richmond was going to be where it's at to actually define the current meta scene for the rest of the year, and here you have it. That's not to say that for the next YCS, I don't know which one it is or when. Was this the last one of the year? I'm not sure. There should be another one probably towards later this month or early next month, but yeah, these are the top 4 that we're going to be discussing in today's market watch. Let me just click right here. Yeah, and there was a lot of controversy with this. Usually I don't get into, shenanigans and drama, and it had nothing to do with me personally. It was shout out to Pac, the pro player and things of that nature, that people, cheating, accusing of this and that and the other. I mean, I wrote my comment here, and this had a lot of traction. Honestly, it's been the comment that has been most seen over there on X that I've ever posted. 7K views, that's a lot. I just left my opinion. I read through the matter, and I left my opinion. And usually pro players, content creators, usually I don't, because I'm small time, but take a lot of heat or a lot of negativity, things like that. And we need more positive energy in the world. You know what I mean? Of course, if someone cheats, they cheat, right? It is what it is. They have to be held accountable. But at the same time, if they don't, people are allowed to make mistakes. We're not perfect. So I just want to, you guys to make sure you keep that in mind. And it's all about spreading positivity into the world. So just wanted to touch base on that. That's all good and well, but YCS Richmond, guys, now this time the pie chart looks much better than the last time we discussed YCS Indie. Honestly, I didn't expect Unchained to take essentially 25% of the top cut right here. That's crazy. Didn't see that coming. Tier elements right there, taking the latter half right there, and then you have Rescue Ace coming in third. You know what I mean? I would expect Rescue Ace to take this chunk, but Unchained making a comeback into the meta scene, showing that prominence, that dominance in the meta. Once again, Unchained cards were getting cheap. We talked about Yama not too long ago, around $5-6 again. We said how the Mighty had fallen, and that card went from 30 down to 6s. And now we're gonna talk about that card as well today. But yeah, you can see Purely Tier Elements, Rescue Ace, Labyrinth in the top tier meta as well. McConkles, man, that's one. Who would have thought McConkles the top 32 of a YCS? How many players came in here? I'm not sure. Where is it? Let me see. How many players was it for Richmond? Look at that. Almost 1,500 players. That is a lot, guys. McConkle's top in here with 2 and 1 top 16. Man, you can't make that stuff up. Manadium's actually fell off strong. Dro was the star of the show. And then Cashtira. You got the one pure Cashtira making it. Dino Morpheus and Salomon Greats. Man, what is going on? You gotta love the diversity. Those people cracking in the top 32. People didn't see those decks coming, but today we're gonna focus on the main ones and the top performing decks. So let's start with Wanted Seeker of Sinful Spores. Guys, by the way, I'm going to be doing an Age of Overlord set review. I believe a week, 2 weeks, a couple of weeks into the set, this is when I like to go in and do a full set review. Not focusing just on penny stocks, not just focusing on the meta cards, but just a full set review. So stay tuned, man. So much great content. Always full set review of this coming, 25th rarity review coming up too, and then the penny stocks for the 25th rarity, and then Valiant Smashers coming out. I have a video for that. Man, I don't know how people don't do daily videos, honestly, man. That's just my opinion. I don't know how, and hey, to each their own. But at the same time, I'm just talking about, the angle of there's so much to talk about Yu-Gi-Oh, and especially right now. I feel like it's too much, man. I'm talking about Age of Overload on one side, and then the 25th rarity on the other, and then we have the tins that everyone forgot about, and then we have Valiant Smashers coming out with Centurion. It's like, Jay, what should I do with my wallet? It's not gonna survive. But that's what we're here for, making sure we review all these cards. Man, I love to get to do this on the daily, and it's all thanks to you guys. So destroy that subscribe button, guys, right there, man, if you enjoy the content that we push out, always on the channel. If you're like this, vertical, double check for your boy. I really, really do appreciate it. So this card is pumping up. It's spiking up in price. It's surging in price as we record this video. These are the after effects, the aftershocks of the post-YCS Richmond markets. That's why I love, discussing these cards. Look, 53 bills, we were talking about this card. We said, guys, this is the engine that everyone is running right now. Sinful Spoils Rescue Ace took advantage of that in YCS Indie. and to a certain extent in Bolivia. And now we see that the engine is popping off. You know, when the card first came out and I reviewed it, I'm like, man, why is this thing is gonna go down? But then on that same video, I'm like, wait, we read the effect, and then I understood. I was uninformed at the time of release, and then I got it. I'm like, oh, okay, so this is it, the one that goes alongside Diabell Star, the Black Witch, guys. This engine, everyone is using this card. Look, used to be 53 bills, spiking up to, oh my lord, 1 page only, 7 listings, single digi listings. Look at that. Look at that, man. Look, post YCS markets popping off, going parabolic just like the channel. Look at that spike, man. Guys, I'm telling you, look, you have a playset here for 75s by Pancakes Card Shops. You go eat breakfast over there and pick up your playset while you're at it. And you got 83 billies over here. And then the card is reaching triple digits in price. Guys, this Yu-Gi-Oh is getting expensive, man. On one end, you have the reprint staples, prosperity and talents and like droplets and imprints and this and that. But on the other end, you have these strong, staples per se, as many meta decks use these cards approaching triple digits. If you want 3 thrusts, 3 of these and like 2 little knights, let me see, that's what, 225 plus 200, that's 425. I'm bad at math. Let's see, thrusts around 100. That's what, man, that's like a G a deck, man. Honestly, it's like $600-700 just for like the playset of this thrust and little knight. Even though you don't need a playset of little knight for the most part, but you guys get just a lot of money, man, to play these cards. But this card is spiking up in price. Make sure you keep it in mind. If you have extras, you're looking good right now. If you need this card, you might have to pay a premium because these cards are not getting reprints probably until like 2025 or something like that. You know what I mean? So, am I right? I might be wrong on that, but you guys get the gist. Guys, we have Diabell Star, the Black Witch. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the content, man. Just trying to entertain you guys and while keeping you guys informed. Look at this card. You see the curvature. Let's go to the monthly chart. Jay, show me the evidence. Show me the charts. I don't care about your opinion. I want to know what the data is saying right now. Guys, of course, my opinion is based on the chart. So as we can see here, right now it's laying flat per se, but this card was $24 to $25 the other day. Now you see that at 27s. Those are the slight bumps that you see little by little that no one's paying attention to. And then when you wake up one day, the card is 30 billies and beyond, or even higher. 4 pages only, 40 listings. Yes, some people only play one of these, some people play multiples, but at the end of the day, people need this card. A lot of people are running this engine, as we're going to be seeing here, once we analyze all of these decks. So yeah, again, we just went through 2 of the main cards from Age of Overlord, but we'll do a full set review coming soon, probably later this week, so stay tuned for that. We're going to start with Diabell Star Infernoble Knight, the talk of the town, top 4 deck, 3rd place, I believe so. Excuse me, guys, no one saw this coming. Honestly, no one saw this coming. 3rd place. There's always a deck that comes in, from behind per se. No one's looking at it, no one's paying attention to it, and they take advantage of the current meta scene. Look at these 9 hand traps plus imperms. That's 12 cards, going second. That's strong. You have room because the engine is small. The Infernoble engine is small compared to other meta deck engines, and yeah, look, you use triple wanteds right here and the 1 Diabell Star, as we mentioned. And yeah, the rest is the Infernoble Knight package. But as you can see, Diabell Star, this is the engine of the moment in the meta. And Rescue Ace took advantage of that first, but all of these decks are picking up this engine. They're sneaking it inside their decks. It's just too good. And it's a little engine, it doesn't take up too much room, and they have room, to perform. Look at that. Wow. Fenrir going second, probably. That's not bad. That's not bad, man. Should I do that in my deck, man? Gotta take, notes of these pro players. But hey, there you go. Diabell Star Infernoble Knights. Let's dig in. We start again with a couple of Infernoble Knight cards. The good things, if you're like, Jay, I want to play Infernoble Knights now, most of the cards are cheap. Yes, you're gonna have like Heritage of the Chalice, which we're gonna talk about, and a couple of cards that they're up there in price. Yes, but the rest of the core is going to be cheap, so that is good for you. Let's start with Infernoble Knight Emperor Charles. We can see here again, a lot of people like, yeah, okay, all these cards, this, that. No, we go in and we dig in one by one to see how they're reacting and responding to YCS, Richmond, post YCS markets. As we can see, the clear curvature here, this spike is obviously caused by the demand of YCS Richmond. 3rd place in the YCS causes this card that used to be 5 billies a year. Let's go to the yearly. Look, it's not that big of a spike, but what you could see is that this card used to be a billy and some change, went up all the way to nines, almost double digits, has failed to break the previous all-time high since February to March 2023. So it's been a long while. We just double topped the other day here in August, and now we're retracing it back down to the mean, but now we're spiking back up due to the hype, just up a billy from the 5 billy lows. So honestly, let's clean this up janitor style. Guys, I would come in here if I want to play for Noble Knights. I wouldn't be waiting around. There's no excuse for you to not come in here if you want to play the deck, not as an investment, to play the deck and not paying 6 shekels to get access to the card. Now, as an investment, can I see this revisiting double digits and a little bit and beyond? Well, I would have to see back-to-back performances from this deck before concluding, on that. But the speculation is there. A lot of one-offs, a lot of one-offs, only 3 pages, only 28 listings. So as an investment, if you want to, let's say, just buy one or a couple, whatever, I could see this card at 10 billies down the line. Probabilities 50-50 right now until we get another tourney result, for example, for this deck. But you never know, right? And you can clearly see the spike in the interest coming back into this card. Then you have Infernoble Knight Renaud from Toon Chaos, this ultra rare. As you can see here, let's clean this up real quick once again. And we see that this card is $7.63. A lot of one-offs. If you want multiples, it starts pushing 9s and eventually double digits. 3 pages only, 28 listings. I believe this is the time for this card. Of course, not too much demand as you see here. This is the ultra rare. Higher rarity. I think it has a CR2 or whatever, but everyone just is interested in the super rares here. Shout out to Sage. He's talking about this in the Discord. He has a good stack of these, but he's not the only one. As you can see, there's plenty of Walls of China here. Hey, shout out to Sage, my guy Sage. Yo, hey, if you need cards, make sure, look at it. Let's take a look right here. 100%, 120, triple digi sales already with the gold star, guys. You can notice when someone is putting in the work, someone is hungry for greatness. Look at that. He's ready. 28. Sage with the Wall of China. You can't make this stuff up, man. Gamers who? Choice? Nah. Sage TCG shop. My guy. Look at it. Guys. Look, there's the evidence. I don't need to say it. Package arrived super quick. Even left a nice little note and thank you with the order form. Highly recommended. Look at that. Look at that, very kind and accommodating seller. Order was nicely secured and arrived without a hitch. Would recommend. You see, the pull tab was appreciated. That you can notice it. This is when you do stuff correctly. Shout out to my guy Sage, right there, 100% gold star seller. If you need Yu-Gi-Oh cards and you want to invest into penny stocks, like this one right here. Why? Because Sage sell him in at a billy. Why? Because he probably bought him cheap. He's making that pluses and profits, man. Sage thinks ahead. So, but even at a billy, this card could actually push up. Look, the other Walls of China are pushing billy 50s, maybe 2s. There's a couple of deals here at 68 cents, but this card is spiking up in price. You have a 79 cents to 80 cent card right there, and now it's spiking up to above a billy. People getting sales up there, and you can see the clear spike in demand. This card, look right there. All previous all-time highs of billy 25s. If you see this card pierce these and go to billy 44s, that means it is going to most likely go parabolic and continue on to the 2 billy mark at the bare minimum. So yeah, make sure you keep these super rares in mind. Some people want the ultras, the max rarity, but they're not making, not a lot of demand for this one, but definitely keep these in mind. Then we have Roland. Again, the OG, the first that ultra rare from Talk. Once again, you can see the convergence of these lines, most likely towards the upside. And if we clean this here real quick up, we see 386 4s and eventually 5s. I only own one of these, so I have exposure just to one. 26 listings, and yeah, this card has struggled to pierce the 5 billy mark consistently. But look at this clear uptrend for this whole calendar year. Look at that. Look at that. So we had recently this retracement back down to the mean. So honestly, if the deck continues to perform, I expect that next leg up, in this case, a third leg up, probably a final leg up, and I should be looking to unload this card. Then we have Immortal Phoenix Gearfried, another one that has the super rares, which we're going to look into real quick, but the OG's still hovering around 7 billies. A lot of one-ups, but yeah, this card hasn't moved, ironically. Let's see. Yeah, not too much demand for the higher max rarity, 28 listings here, but we do see that you do have a super, and the supers are spiking up in price from the 34 cent lows already towards 2 quarters a pop, as you can see here. You have a couple of RO 10s and 6s and 8s and things of that nature, but not, 71 listings. Wouldn't be surprised to see this card continue to go up and beyond the 55-cent level. And you can see here, now this one is getting demand. This one is getting demand, you see, because people want the cheap stuff. People want the penny stocks. People want to get access to the card, and it's still holographic. It looks nice, and it meets their demand at a one-off. Then we have Heritage of the Chalice. This one still has only 2 prints, one's from Soul Fusion and another one from the 2019 Gold Sarcophagus Megatons. As you can clearly see here, you have an ultra rare. Honestly, I would just go for the Prismatic Secret. You see it had been retracement back down to the main. And as you can clearly see here, 13 bills for a play set 13. If you want to play, this is it, man. What is that? 13, that's 26, and 30, that's what, 40 bills for a place? And that's not bad in the sense where you get max rarity for a card that with only 2 prints. If you want to play the deck, that is not bad. Because after these walls are gobbled up, the next one is at 14s and then eventually 15s. 3 pages only, 27 listings. And yeah, people are going to be coming in. The demand is ramping up for this card thanks to that 3rd place finish. Then here we have Neospatian Aqua Dolphin. From Battles of Legend Relentless Revenge, I have one of these. I'm going to be looking to move this. Why? Because Battles of Legend Chapter 1 is coming early 2024. This card might get another reprint. There's all speculation, no way to know, but I'm not running that risk, especially when this card was 380s and you see the clear spike here in demand towards 5 billies and beyond. And look, bottom of the page, look, a lot of 1-ofs, a couple of 2-ofs, and then it's double digits in price. 2 pages only. 13 listings, guys, almost single-digit listings. Wow, this card is extremely hard to get. Why? Because there's not even a lot of demand. Like, honestly, there's been a couple of sales here and there in the last couple of days, but it's just an extremely hard card to get, that it's mid-max rarity right now. It looks beautiful, and people are coming in for this card, or will, if they haven't yet. Then we have Neo Space Connector from Soul Fusion. This is the max rarity super rare. This one also used to be $1 billion some change, spiked up to 250s. You do see a little curvature back down to the mean to 224s here with a couple of deals, but eventually this is a 3 billion card. You do have a massive wall of China here at 472 copies by none other than Mr. Wallet China Gamer's Choice, but 3 pages here, 24 listings, and you can see, yeah, the demand is coming in. Wow, look at all these people just buying up their play sets. Insane. Now they want to play this deck, and I wouldn't be surprised to see this super rare reach above 3 billies per copy. Then Super Quantum Red Layer, guys, if we come here, we see the 1-of right here. We discuss Aqua Dolphin with the 1-of, triple Neo Space Connectors. Then you have the Infernoble Knight cards, Gear Freed right here. Then you have the hand traps. So let's get here to this card. I was talking about this card forever ago. I said, guys, Infernoble Knights are getting support. Fire is the year of fire for Konami. And as you can see here, look, even the commons are now pushing 3s. We're gonna check these one by one just really quickly. Look at these commons. Used to be a billion and some change. Wow, they're pushing 275s, and eventually, look at this common. 5 billion, common 1 page, only 9 listings, single digits. The commons are getting cleaned out, bought out by the markets due to the results. Then we have the supers here. Honestly, I would just come for these, the mid-max right here, pushing up from 2s to 250s. Instead of getting commons, commons are more expensive than this. This is crazy, man, what's going on? Yeah, pushes 5s eventually. You have a couple of wands here. Honestly, 23 listings. I would come in for this one if you want to go budget, but still have shiny, holographic bling on your cards. And then the ultras, wow, these were double digits dumping down hard. But let's, refresh here. Maybe the charts haven't updated the price. Okay, 7 billies. Honestly, that's not bad. First edition, 7 billies for this card. Eventually, it reaches double digits, but they're still, readily available per se. Now, the demand is not too great. People are going, as you can see the trend in most of these cards, people are going for the cheap options, the budget options. People don't care about the bling right now rather than having access to the card. Then you have Fireflint Lady from Battles of Legend Armageddon at $1.85 the other day, spiking up to over 3 billies. Guys, you want to make sure you take profits at these levels, because eventually either this card receives a reprint soon or it might fall out of favor. But yeah, 13 listings, almost single-digit listings. The demand has gone crazy for this card. Insanity. You can clearly see it on the spike on the chart here, going parabolic. So make sure you keep this one in mind before it's over 5 billies a pop and gets cleaned out. Then we have Appaloosa, Bow of the Goddess right here. As you can see in the extra deck, we talked about it the other day. You still have the massive walls of China right here, but still don't forget about this card. You have a couple of deals here. Take advantage of these before this card surpasses the 672s and most likely eventually into the double-digit range. And the last card of Infernoble Knights is Emperor Charles the Great from Duelist Nexus. No one's looking at this card. The card honestly hasn't made that many moves, but at a Billy 20, I would come in. I wouldn't let this card be over 2 Billies before you get it. You know, revisit these previous highs. Don't be that guy paying a premium for this card if you want to play Infernoble Knights moving forward. Then we have Unchained. Guys, Unchained took over the meta. They were first place. They actually, it was a mirror match for the finals in YCS Richmond. Who would have thought? And shout out to Joseph Bellafiore, the champion of YCS Richmond this past weekend. And yeah, it's just a tried and true pure Unchained deck with the staples, you know, Veilers, Ash, and a couple of Imperms. And then you have, you know, the hand traps in the side. And with Phantasme, that's pretty interesting. Mistaken arrest as well, just trying to block people from searching. You know, it's always broken. So yeah, here you have the deck profile right here, and we're gonna dig into a couple of Unchained cards. The good thing, again, like we discussed Unchained a couple of weeks ago, we said, guys, this deck, the good thing is that most of the cards are cheap. You know, and Yama was pushing down from 30s down to 5 to 6s, which was the most expensive card for a while per se. And, you know, but the rest of the engine is still cheap. That's the good thing, that even though the deck just got first and second place respectively, most people that wanted Unchained already has them. You're going to see a couple of bump ups here and there, but, you know, for the most part, excuse me, you know, not too many moves per se. But the one card that is moving a little bit is Unchained Soul Lord of Yama. We told you guys, look, right here, 5 to 6s right here. We told you guys, let's see the monthly real quick. Right here, boom. You see 640s? We're like, guys, if you want, I told you guys, literally, if there was ever a time that you want to play Unchained, now is it. And you can see the chart. We spiked up now due to the recent post YCS markets. And yeah, you might say, oh, it's still $7. Yeah, that's a deal. A lot of one-ups. Why? Because towards the bottom of the page, look, still a lot of one-ups. Where's the next 2-ups? Let's just see real quick. Look, right here, 9 Billies, probably a double-digit card soon. Once again, only 68 listings here. And yeah, the fall was massive. Here says 22s. I saw these at 25 to 30s at one point. So that's a massive downfall here. And now I believe this is the floor price, you know, towards the end of the year, because this deck seems is going to continue to perform. So if you want this deck or to play this card and Unchained, don't sit around. I would come in, snipe these deals before this is a double-digit card. Then we have Abomination's Prison. This one was another one that had fallen a lot from the 30 to 35 in the secret rares case, 40 to 50 Billies a pop at its height. You know, people paying premium prices to play Unchained. This card dumped hard. Let's take a look at the secret rare again. Look, 42s it says here, but some people were paying in excess of 45 to 50 bills for this card. And look, come down all the way down to 25s. As the chart says, we cleaned this up real quick. We do see still around there, the $25 mark. I think some people probably snipe these up even at 20s. But now the card is, you know, going back up. The curvature, you can see it right here. That curvature, probably a low before that next leg up. Now, will the next leg take it above the previous highs? I doubt it. It's not probable, but doesn't mean that some people might be able to sell at higher prices than the current ones right now, most likely. So make sure you keep this one in mind. Then you have the ultra rares. Again, from the 2020 Tins of Lost Memory, same deal. See this card, the 32 Billies a pop, the all-time high. Boom, clear retrace, massive retracement of 50%, half off discount. But now you see the clear spike up once again. This is the budget print compared to the secret rare. Clean this up. You see a couple of here at 20s. These are deals, honestly. 18 listings only. Why? Because the card quickly goes up to $25. A card that was 15 Billies just the other day. Wow. Just the massive demand for people coming back to play Unchained. They were like, oh, now we're going to play Rescuers. Now we're going to play, you know, the other decks in the meta. And now they're like, no. We need to come back to Unchained. So now people picking these cards back up. And you can see the clear demand here. Don't be the guy paying in excess of 32 Billies if this card ever breaches his previous all-time highs. And then lastly, we have Tour Guide from that deck. You know, now we have plenty of printings in the 25th Rarity Collection. Pick your choosing. You know, they're cheap. They look beautiful. And, man, I can't wait to talk about that set and, you know, truly dig into the set with that hour-long market watch. Guys, link in the description down below. Make sure you come over here. Check out the short form content. Affiliate link if you want deals, the latest and greatest deals. Make sure you check out Game Nerds. Always great deals, just like the ones we talked about in the previous market watches, where we showed the the sleeves and things of that nature. And yeah, friends of the channel, make sure you check them out. Great people, great content as always. Our own podcast. Man, I've been working on the educational content lately, so I've slacked a little bit with the podcast. But episode 3, most of the rough draft is done. Just need to get the story chronological ordered right there, and then boom, out to you guys so you can enjoy, our podcast. I always love doing those. And then my TCG player shop, make sure you check that out. Look at that, over 1,647 sales from the beautiful state of Florida. Gold Star seller right there. Look at that, man. Over 1,500 sales, man. Look at that. Ordered a copy of Judgment of the Pharaoh plus Yugioh Friendship Near Mint. Order came in pretty fast, 5 days from when I ordered. Shipped with bubble mail. Card surprisingly came in near mint condition, expecting an LP or worse for an old card. Had this problem with other sellers, but these cards are actually, man, thank you, beautiful. Thank you, Alexander. Shout out to you. But guys, if you want to, check your boy's shop, right? I don't have too many cards listed. It's a side hustle and things of that nature. But make sure you check that out whenever you can. And then the Discord giveaway, where is it? You guys already saw the giveaway we're doing in Discord. 1 click gets you in. Boom, that's it. 1 click. Don't forget, we have Twitch, X, and all that good stuff. Make sure you check us out. And hey, subscribe right there. Destroy the like and subscribe button, as it really does help out the channel. Just like this video. You guys know you like the energy, the positive vibes. So 1 like, 1 subscribe. That's all your boys asking. Ring that bell so you can stay tuned for our fresh off the press content and participate in our giveaways, as we are getting very, very close to 3K. None of this content is official financial advice. Jay, continue to show us the cards. Here we have Unchained Labyrinth. What in the world? There was a couple of people that topped with Labyrinth, but I'm gonna focus on this one. I think this is a unique angle to Labyrinth. Why? Because it was a mini Unchained deck. Most of the cards were Labyrinth, as you can see here. You have 1 Unchained here. You have the Trap right here, and you have a couple of cards in here and there. You have a couple of Link monsters. Actually more like half of the extra deck, more than half actually. But the main deck actually was focusing on Labyrinth, and I like this, man. Wow, just combining the potential of both decks. I don't think I've seen this before. So yeah, Phantasme is making a comeback. I need to talk about Phantasme. Let me just real quick, because we talked about this card a long time ago. Let me see, Phantasme right here. Yeah, we have the alternate art as well. But yeah, let's see. Yeah, this card is still cheap. It's still cheap, guys. 23s for secrets. This one's 4 or 5 shekels. And yeah, the supers are around 4s. Fantastic. Don't forget about that card. But yeah, as I was saying, Labyrinth is mainly a Labyrinth deck. We already talked about Unchained. So let's actually dig in. Guys, a lot of people speculating with Labyrinth. They're like, oh, Butler's 10 billies, almost pushing single digits. Card is too cheap. Big welcome, just added ultimate rare reprint. No one's talking really about Labyrinth. The deck is still broken, still topping, still getting results, but people are not paying too much attention to it. But don't sleep on Labyrinth, guys. This deck is extremely cheap now compared to how it was before. The Silver Castles were always in the teens and the 20s, and Ariana, I think it was this one. The other one I always get confused between. They look the same to me. I think it was Ariana, right? Yeah. Used to be 20 to 30s at one point. Welcome Labyrinth used to be 15 to 20s before the reprints. Don't sleep on this deck. Do I think these secrets are going to be double digits again? I doubt it for these 3, but still, they could go up to 5, 6, 7s, and you're going to be paying a premium compared to today's prices. So let's dig in to this deck. Let's start with Arius the Labyrinth Butler. As you can see here, 11 billies. The card is pumping up now back in price. A lot of people, oh, look, that's a deal right there, but a lot of people were moving these for single digits. They didn't care about this card, and now after getting results, multiple top 32 decks, even though they didn't get to the top tier per se, it's still multiples got to top 32, so people are like, okay, Labyrinth is putting forward the show and actually getting results. And as you can see, you have a couple of deals here, but the card quickly becomes a 14 to 15 billy card. Not too many copies here, 36 listings, 4 pages only. Yeah. Don't forget about Arius. We're going to be discussing the QCSR and the Age of Overlord review. I'll be talking about QCSRs and regular secrets and things of that nature, so stay tuned for that. But for now, you can see the spike. Here, the charts are not reflecting yet because you have a couple of deals here and there, but honestly, don't forget about this one, guys. Then we have a big welcome Labyrinth, the ultimate rare. A lot of people are sleeping on this. I mean, honestly, this is deck specific ultimate rare, so I expect it to continue going down, but I mean for the long term until Big Welcome Labyrinth doesn't get a readily available print. I think the Ultras and the OTs will retain their value. Can this go down to 40s and be sub 40s for a couple of deals? Sure, but for the long term, especially performing, I think this card is going to retain some type of value. Not too many listings. A lot of people coming in, they want to bling out their Labyrinth deck, and can't blame them. Honestly, man, you have QCSR's Welcome Labyrinth and Silver, the lady Castle, whatever, the one we were just talking about. You guys get it. So if you play Labyrinth high end, like, it looks beautiful, honestly. There's a lot of QCSRs and OTs now and things of that nature. So make sure you keep it in mind. Then you have the Ultras here. A lot of people, I've been saying the same thing. Y'all gonna make me make a fresh off the flashback. Once this card was 25s, went down to 20s. Y'all like, oh man, Jay, sell your copies. You know, Big Welcome Labyrinth has an OT now. In my mind, I'm like, what? It's an OT. It's not like these are any easier to get, because the OTs are hard to get too. Of course, did we expect a retracement back down because the people that had Ultras are selling those to upgrade to OTs? Of course, but that's not like massive sell pressure, you know, because it got a readily available budget print. So what did I say? In those videos a couple of weeks ago, I said Big Welcome Labyrinth will most likely retain its 19 to 20 Billy mark and probably go up from here. And what do we have here? We have a couple of playsets, but after that, the card pushes 22s, 4 pages only, 31 listings. It's gonna play out, guys. I'm gonna do a fresh off the flashback once again on this card. Most people were like, dump this card, get rid of it. I'm like, I still have my 4 copies. It's crazy. Can this dump down? It could. We're talking about probabilities, and we're talking about if this card doesn't get a reprint anytime soon, I expect this card to be a 30 Billy card down the road. We heard it here first. We made the analysis, database, using the evidence, the charts. Quote me on that. We'll see how it plays out. Does it mean it's 100%? Not necessarily, but we're analyzing the probabilities. And look, when you see the chart, you had the all-time high retracement back down to the mean. You see the sideways consolidation here? That means that there's a lot of demand. You know what we expect? You guys already know. I shouldn't even say it, but I'm going to say it anyways. Second leg up for this card. That's when your boy Jay sells, when he was buying at $3.50. Guys, let's move on to Welcome Labyrinth. Don't forget, this one has massive consolidation sideways up here for the 2023 25th anniversary tins prismatic secrets. This is the one that I would be picking up if I would be playing the deck. Honestly, I have like 6 of these, I believe so. Beautiful investment at $2.50. That's good. I see this doubling up to 5s down the road. That could be an easy 100%. It's too easy sometimes, man. Now let's move on to Diabell Star Rescue Ace, the deck that everyone thought that would take over the meta in YCS Richmond as well. But we all thought wrong. Yes, did the deck still top? This dude, I think, won on YCS Indy, if I'm not mistaken. So he topped 8, you know, in back-to-back YCSs, obviously being the champion in the previous one. That's not bad, but there wasn't a lot of representation in the top-tier tables by this deck, and a lot of people were surprised. People were more ready and prepared for this deck this time around for YCS Richmond rather than Indy, and it showed. It didn't have that much representation. If we come back here, you know, we have Rescue Ace. It did have 4 in the top 32, but then in the top 16, only 2, and only 1 in the top 8. So you know what I mean? Unchained took over, and that was actually clear. And also we can see that reflected in prices, where we have Rescue Ace cards, you know, going down, dumping down a little bit in prices. We're going to discuss today. Let's start with Hydrant. Had a high of 55 to 60s after, you know, they topped in YCS Indy, and now they're back down to 40s. This card has been a 40 Billy stable coin, you know, for the last couple of months, and it's back down to these prices. 3 pages only, 26 listings. I still have my 2 copies, honestly. I don't plan on playing the deck. Honestly, I thought this would remain at a higher price, but I don't think this is the end of it. I think people will restructure into the next YCS, and this deck should have a better representation moving forward. It's just that people were better prepared this time around. So it's a cycle. Now it's Rescue Ace players' turn to be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna be playing more against Unchained now, so structure their side deck and playability to succeed in the future YCS. And then we have Rescue Ace Turbulence, massive spike towards 19s. We talked about this card the other day, and now it's spiking back down into the single digi range, as you can see here, with a couple of deals, 4 pages. The supply is coming back in because it didn't perform as people would think, and that always happens with the markets. Then you have Rescue Ace Preventer. This one comes in OTS tournament pack, excuse me guys, 23 as a super rare. Don't forget about this card at 2 billies. Right here you can see I mean, Rescue Ace players are they're going to want their rarity bump, so make sure you keep it in mind. Now, enemy controller. This one actually, as you can see here, where is it? Boom, right here. Triple enemy controller for this deck. The OTs are still hovering around 60s. They don't want to give in towards lower prices. And then we have the secret rares. These continue to spike up. Why? Because people that can't get the higher rarity play, you know, with the OT controllers and things like that, and the econs, they're going to come for these secret rares. You have a couple of deals here, but then the card is entering the double digi range, guys. Towards the bottom of the page, only 2 pages only, 17 listings. I talked about this card the other day. I bought mine. I have like 3 of these, and I went to the Collecticon, Houston Collecticon. It was a blast, guys. It was amazing. And over there, I picked up one of these for $7. And yeah, I picked up a bunch of Pokemon cards. I'm just a casual collector trying to build Pokemon 151 Master Set. Jay, why you find yourself talking about Pokemon once again? Please, you need to compartmentalize. This is Yu-Gi-Oh! And as we can see here, enemy controller is spiking up in price. 2 pages only, getting cleaned out of the markets. Yes, I want OTs, you want OTs, we all want OTs. But 3 OTs is 180 billion ohms. You know, and over here, I got mine for $25. I got my beautiful playset of this beautiful card, and I'm living to fight another day. All right, let's move on to Purely's, Jay. But Purely's got a top 4. Man, there's still decks you're talking about, Jay. Man, we're at 40 minutes. Is this one going to be the 1 hour? Man, nah, I need to finish before 1 hour. We need to leave that for the 25th anniversary. Guys, Purely's also performing top 4 in the YCS, as we can see here. We go to the pie chart. Where's Purely's? Right here, there were 3 in the top 32s, then 2 in the top 16, 1 in the top 8, and then 1 remained into the top 4. But really, they're not making too much moves, guys. As you see, it's a pretty standard list here for Purely's. Not too much going on, as you can see here. And the prices, same deal. If we go to Purely, man, you guys get the gist. This card continues to dump down and make all-time lows. Currently hovering still around 15s. Is stable coining around these prices, trying to reclaim the 17 billion mark. Yeah, you want ultimate rares and you're playing this deck? I would buy these, honestly. I would. Where's the deck list? Right, 2. Okay, it's a triple. Yeah, I would put in $50 and have that bling because it's super cheap. Can this go to single digits? It could, but I mean, it is an OTS or ultimate rare. People will try and come with these. There's collectors, people that collect ultimate rares from OTSs. This will maintain some type of demand other than people that play the deck. So honestly, that's not bad. Then you have Purely, however you guys want it. Let's say Purely here. You see that small spike here. Look, used to be 14s, now spiking back up to 16s because the deck continues to perform. Look, 17s quickly becomes a 20 to 25 billy card. Why? Because people are like, man, they always sell these and they're like, oh, no one cares. And then the deck comes in top 4s. Everyone wants them again. And then the deck doesn't do anything. And it's like a cycle. Look, it's a roller coaster. The chart is a clear reflection of this. You had a down, up, down, up, down, up, down. You know what I mean? So clear downtrend right now. But as you can see, the card is spiking back up to 17s and beyond, probably over to 20s sooner rather than later, thanks to the recent performance. And then Purely Pretty Memory still hovering here. You do see a small spike. Still continues to be a 17 billy card, as you can see right here, pushing 20s as well. So don't sleep. The gist of these cards is, if you want to play this deck, like, don't be sitting around and wait, oh yeah, Purely, this, that. No, this deck could spike up quick because these cards don't have reprints. We don't know when we're getting reprints. So I wouldn't be surprised if all of these Piers 20s once again in the short term. Then we have Horus tier limits here. We have Horus Destiny tier limits also topping right here, as you can see. Boom, we had one in the top 8. You had the biggest representation here, one of the biggest in the top 32 with 5. You know, they flamed out. They lost some gas towards the top tier tables. As you can see here, after top 8 they went blank, but at the same time, still a great deck in the competitive scene. And let's just discuss a couple of these. Look, this one continues to hover around 33s, quickly goes to 40s to the bottom of the page for Primeval Planet Pellerine. Man, you guys get the gist of it. Under 50 listings still. This thing should get a reprint soon. I don't know why it hasn't yet. It should have been reprinted in the tins, but oh well. But right now, these could be deals before the card turns to 40 billies down the line. Diviner of the Herald, this one looks like it's flooring right here. Floor price of around 10 to 11 shekels, refusing to hit the single digi mark. 58 listings. This is it. If you plan on playing tier limits, this card used to be worth 14 shekels, now back down to 11s, 10s. excuse me, if you can crack a deal of these at locals or whatever, I would dig in. I would, you know, go through with it. Right now at around 10, 11s. If you need the card, I wouldn't wait any longer, because you just never know if this respikes back up to 15 and then you have to pay a premium down the line. Then we have Danger Mothman here, the Prismatic Secret around 5s, pushing up from 3s due to the, again, same deal as you can see, just a one of, but people want to have the blinked version. Then these are cheap. Make sure you get the card that you need. And Super Polys here, guys, don't forget. Super Polys, where is it? Boom, right here, triple Super Polys. I've been talking about this card forever. I said this card is not as easy to get as you would think. I picked 2 of these up at the Collecticon at 5 billies a pop. I paid 10 for these. I love it. I love it. That's what I like going. Sometimes at random events like that, you find cards that the sellers, they're not aware per se. They just put a tag of 5 billies, and look at that. Card quickly pushes 750, so that's $5 up on both just by buying it off, for example, that person. And this will be double digits down the line. So yeah, make sure you guys pick up your Super Polys. The one that I'm always talking about is the latest and greatest holographic secret rare reprint of Battles of Legend Monster Revenge. Look at the spike. Been talking about this card forever, since it was super cheap. I have my stacks put away. Man, if this thing reaches double digits, I'm gonna be looking nice. I mean, right now, 5s, I told you guys, it's too easy, man. Especially my members. Right here. When we do these understock cards, for a reason, my members know. The OG members that have a couple of months here, I've been saying, you know, this is it. What I've been saying in these videos, and they know guys, the rest of the community, the rest of the masses are not paying attention to the data. But we are. We go through an Excel sheet and we go through the understock cards. Shout out to TCG Player. They provide all that actual data and evidence, but we analyze it. And we said, this is an understock card. We're putting it out there now months later. My members been knowing this for months. And we said, guys, come in before everyone else does. When this card is 253s, you're going to get the easy 2x, easy 100% increase, easy double up, too easy. So my members must be looking nice. And once that pulled that trigger, and even at 5 billies, I still think once these walls of China get gobbled up, this will be a 6 or 7 billy secret rare, and they might all push up towards double digits once again, especially if the cards keep performing in the meta. But we'll see. Right now, this is it. We're at 5s. I'm already start taking profits on a couple of these because I have plenty, you know, to go over, a couple of our R9s, so I'm looking nice on those. Then we have Destiny Hero Malicious. You know, all copies of Malicious are, you know, above this one. Damn, this might be a good investment because, man, like even this common was 250, so it's not bad. This one's a Billy 34. Man, this is the penny stonk of the day, guys. Make sure you pick this up, especially there's people that probably need to play this in Speed Duel. Is there another one of these in Speed Duel? Let me see. I don't think so, right? I like this one. And now every time I see Speed Duel cards, I learned, and that's you always learning in the markets, that there's that other angle of investing into Speed Duel, which is actual Speed Duel players playing the cards. I don't know why. Before I used to see Speed Duel cards, I'm like, an investment. It just looks beautiful. It's just another version, another copy. But if you play Speed Duel, the only version of Malicious you can play is this one. It's crazy. So it has that double whammy demand, and your boy's gonna come in here, take advantage of this wall of China and get a couple of these before down the line these are billies and other people are paying a premium. And then the last deck that we're going to talk about today, Jay, you're pushing almost 50 minutes. What's going on, man? We have Bellstar McConkles. This is one that we talked about in our YCS Bolivia video. No one else on YouTube was talking about YCS Bolivia. People like, we don't know where Bolivia's at. No one knows where that thing is. No one cares about that event. No one cares that McConkles, I think they won that event, if I'm not mistaken. That was a couple of days ago. You know, I'm still in jet lag from Houston and stuff like that. But look at it right there. You can see it right there. Boom, right here. Hey, the dollar. Yo, look. Hey, Jay, don't break that dollar, man. No, but here you can see right there, the ultra rare right there, guys. The McConkle Ultra. We went through it 5 days ago. We say, guys, McConkle's taking over YCS Bolivia. Now we just need to wait and see the performance in YCS Richmond. And here it is, top 32ing, guys. Timothy Lee, shout out to him. Top 16ing, my bad. As you can see, very similar deck profile that we discussed for YCS Bolivia. And here it is. That's why we have to analyze all these trends, stay on top of these things, because when they forget, we remember. And we told you guys to get these comments as well. But yeah, guys, here, McConkles. Most people are not looking at this deck. Most people don't care. They're like, Yeah, who cares? They top 16. Guys, top 16. Yes, it was just one person, but still. Top 16 result. Look at this card. Going parabolic. Just like the channel, guys. It's too easy. We talked about this card. Man, should we do a fresh off the flashback right here? Jay, we need to hear the evidence. I'm gonna do it right now. I don't care if this thing takes an hour. Man, you guys are amazing. If you made it this far out, it don't matter anymore, man. Look at it. Look at this, man. Look at it. Who do we have here, guy? Look at this card. Let's bring it a little bit forward. In the last, let's see. Is it? Let me just see right here. Am I talking? Jay, show the card. Which one you talking about? Look at it. Cards are extremely hard to get. And then you also have Mechanical Water, Arabesque or Arabesque. Man, they had an all-time high of 15 bills, retraced down to 1150s. Now you see the second spike on its way, and after the results in YCS Bolivia, look, 14 bills. Quickly goes up to what? That's what, 17s, 2 pages only, 11 listings only, guys. Wow, this card is getting cleaned out of the markets. Look, deck topped, people already reacting to it. Insanity in the markets with Mechanical. Guys, look at the deck profile. That's in YCS Bolivia. Jay, but how do you do it? I don't even know. Look at that. Guys, we were talking about the card right here. Right here, what did we say? What did we say? I mean, the evidence is in the pudding. Is that how you say that phrase? Jay, you pushing 50 minutes. I think this is like the longest market watch ever. It was supposed to be, the 25th rarity's gonna beat me with this one after we get the official hour, because I can't push this one to an hour. I can't do it. But guys, Mechanical Water Arabesque. We talked about this card 5 days ago. Less than a week ago, we said that 14s, guys. Got a couple of deals with a couple of play sets here, but after that, it's a 28 to 30 Billy card and then a 40 Billy Ultra. 2 pages only, 14 listings. Do I think this will remain so? No. What I would be doing if I would have this card? I would come down here, see there's a playset here. Where's my next competition? I would be watching this card out like a hawk, man, honestly. And, I'd try and sell up here. I'd probably get too greedy. But the whole point is 14 Billies, guys, 14s. The other day, the chart, the second leg up status, I'd be selling into this now. Of course, now is what the deck is performing. Yeah, but it can't get a higher high than this in the sense of hype and people wanting these cards, because eventually the people that want them, they're going to pay a premium and they're just going to have it. Then it'll be supply versus demand and things of that nature, fundamental economics. Guys, we sell into the second leg up. We see the second leg up methodology playing right in front of us. Educational courses coming soon, man, for Yugi. I can't believe it. Jay, what are you talking about? You'll see. Can't believe it, guys. Look, it's too easy, man. You see it. I'm providing these free videos, this free value. I'm talking about evidence-based. I'm talking about the charts. No one's who comes in before you watch me and check the charts. I mean, who looked at? Yeah, you might skim through it. Okay, yeah, but no, we dig in, guys. 14 listings only almost single-digit listings. Look at that, man, guys. I'm gonna have to look at that. That's a beautiful chart. First leg up, retracement back down to the mean. Boom. Second leg up. Man, you can't make this stuff up, Jay. Please move on to the next one, or you're going to actually reach an hour. We have a Ohime that manifested Mechanical. Now, this one, same deal. You have a couple of deals here and there. This is another one that we were talking. You have a couple of listings here at around 18s, but then it quickly goes up to 25 Billies, 3 pages only, 29 listings. The Mechanical hype is here. We said, guys, Rescue Ace already pumped. Purely's already pumped. They're on the meta scene. And now Mechanicals, I can't believe all 3 decks that came out in Amazing Defenders, these deck archetypes are in the meta right now. You can't make this stuff up, man. That's why I opened 2 of these boxes. And yeah, I thought about a 3rd, but you know what I mean? I had to buy 25th and do a couple of other stuff. But as you can see here, these boxes, I don't understand how they're still 66 bills, man. And the ratios are good in those 2, as you saw on the channel, man. The last card, Heavenly Gate of the Mechanical. This one also spiking off the Billy lows. You do have a couple of deals here, but if you clean this up, janitor style, we do see a lot of 1-ups before Billy 22s and beyond, guys. If we click the 3 or more, look, quickly becomes a 2 to 3 Billy card. Don't sleep on this deck with the field spell. Man, what a video. Look at that, providing all this value to you guys with the 55 minute video. Insanity, man. If you made it this far out into the video, you guys are truly the straight MVPs. And I do it all with a smile in my face because I love what I do. You guys make it possible as we head towards 3K. I really appreciate my members, all the support you guys provide for me and the channel is humbling, man. To be able to still do this, or what, over 9 months in, you know, in a couple of weeks we'll be 10 months in, and then eventually a year. And it's on thanks to you guys. Wow, it's been a crazy ride, and I can't wait for 3K. Don't forget about the weekly giveaways, guys. Those weekly winners have been receiving their prizes, and they've been pretty stoked and happy. If you want to be one of those guys, make sure you're subscribing, you like the channel, and also the members giveaway and our 3K giveaways. Make sure you stay tuned for that as well. Guys, thank you so much, man. Honestly, hopefully you guys found value in today's video about why CS Richmond is always important to analyze these trends, these moves, so you can stay ahead. Not necessarily if you buy all these cards or sell all these cards, but just you can stay informed as you continue to experience Yu-Gi-Oh! Maybe at locals, or just the moves that you make by buying and selling cards. Guys, thank you so much for your time, for your support, and for your attention. Stay fresh.